What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Some. Hit the keys. You guys already seen the title of the video, so you know what the vibes are today. We're here to do a quick review and demonstration over Drum Monkey by Unison Audio. Drum Monkey is a $300 drum MIDI generator. So we're going to talk about whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's worth it, the goods, the bad, the ugly. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. If it's your first time viewing, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. Go ahead and poke that notification bell while you're down there as well. But with no further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this review.
Some, hit the key.
All right, guys, so basically I know this has been a hot topic around the producer community for almost a month now, maybe a few weeks. I just wanted to kind of weigh in with my thoughts on the plugin. Typically, if you guys follow the channel, you guys know I don't typically do negative reviews. So I don't typically find plugins that I don't like and do reviews on them for the simple fact that one man's trash may be another man's gold. So just because something's not good to me doesn't mean it's no good. But I felt like I needed to do a review on this one just to give you guys the perspective from somebody who's necessarily doesn't have beef with Unison, but isn't a paid sponsor by Unison as well. When you hop into the plugin, it's going to look like this. So first and foremost, I feel like the name is kind of distasteful. They may not really know it, but you know, part of the people that you are marketing this to, for centuries upon centuries, they referred to black folks as monkeys. You're kind of targeting this to hip hop, trap, a genre, which obviously a lot of black folks use. And the monkey throwing bananas and all that stuff for years, you heard, you know, go eat a banana monkey, go catch a banana monkey, stuff like that. So you have heard a lot of people complain about that. You know, I'm not necessarily offended by it. Maybe he didn't know. It is what it is. But we're not going to harp too much on that. We're going to look at the interface. The interface is kind of meh. I'm not going to say it's ugly, but it's definitely not pretty by any means at all. With this plugin, basically you push this button and it randomizes a bunch of different drum sounds for you. So it'll put perks down there. It'll put drums, snares, hi-hats, all that good stuff down there for you. You can change the different genre. You can change the length from 8 to 4 bars. You can drag and drop the audio as a WAV file, and you can also drag and drop the MIDI into your, your channel rack, and then you can put whatever instrument you want in there. You can also drag and drop drum samples from drum kits and drop them in there, boom, just like that, and they'll be in there. It's locked right now, but if I was to unlock it and then drop it in there, it replaces that whatever kick is in there. So basically, I got a few different samples because I see a lot of people do reviews on this, and they just play the drums, and the drums by themselves, the patterns do sound super mid, but let's see if they sound better with some, some melodies behind them as well. Again, this is definitely not a sponsored video, so if those are your thoughts heading into this one, definitely an unbiased opinion here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the lo-fi pattern. I have 3 different patterns here. I got a lo-fi, a boom bap, and a drill sample, but I'm going to use the drill sample for the trap sample as well. So the sample that I have sounds just like this. So it's nothing too fancy, just a pretty basic little lo-fi type, sample I made. So let's go ahead and pull Drum Monkey back up. Boom, got it back up. And we're gonna put it on 8 bars, and we're just gonna random generate some drums. So let's go ahead and start with lo-fi. Then all you're gonna do is smack this button right here. I don't really like the way this monkey's looking at me right now. Look, he's giving me the stank eye. But let's go ahead and generate some drums. All right, and so this is the first lo-fi pattern it gave me. So I feel like some of the sounds could make this better. I feel like that's the biggest problem with this plugin. Besides the fact that it's $300, that's the biggest problem with this plugin. It should be $50. Let me get that out the way now. $40 or $50. Y'all are tripping for $300. Straight tripping. Normally I'm not this animated, but these dudes have lost their mind charging $300 for this plugin. Sorry, had to get that out the way. But I feel like the biggest issue is like the sounds that it chooses. For $300, you would figure that this plugin would choose solid sounds every time because it's $300. For $300, you can buy FL Studio and you can buy or producer suites, which auto generates chords, melodies, arpeggios, bass, all that other stuff. And it gives you a synth in there as well. For $100, you can buy Nexus. For $100, you can buy EXO. You can get Sublabs. You can get Kick 2. You can get Pigments. I mean, for $100 or for $300, you can get a lot of plugins. And I feel like that's one thing that producers need to hear as well, is that for $300, is a MIDI generator worth it, or is it better to get your sounds up? I'd recommend getting your sounds up. And I'm sorry I didn't mean to get off of the topic for a second, but like let's listen to this without the actual sample in there and just listen to the drums. So again, it's just a basic pattern though. It's nothing too fancy. That drum pattern isn't, like they said, 93% of the time they say it's going to be a good pattern. So that's a decent pattern, we'll say. But let's go ahead and flip the dice again. So let's roll it again. And this is what this pattern sounds like. So we'll play it with the lo-fi melody. So positives about this plugin though are that it does have swing down here. And then it also has like, it puts the stuff off the grid a little bit. So it does give it a little bit of a lo-fi swing, but let's go ahead and flip the dice again. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and flip it again. Like, do y'all hear that? So let's go ahead and hit it one more time. We'll play it with the melody. So I just don't feel like, I don't feel like, again, for $300, it's giving you solid drum sounds and patterns together. I'm not saying that they are all the way horrible, because these have been all right so far, just okay. See, I feel like that one would be okay if they had a better closed hat. So like, let's say we take a hat from over here. Let's just grab a hat and drop it in there. And maybe if we grabbed a better kick as well. So let's just go ahead and grab a kick. But again, for $300, I shouldn't have to do this. And find a better snare. So again, I shouldn't have to do all this for $300. Now, granted, it's giving me the pattern, but I have to find all the sounds. So let's go ahead and go to a different genre. Let's go ahead, and they got drill here. So we're gonna go ahead and switch up and grab a this drill sample. All right, so this is what the drill sample sounds like by itself. All right, so let's go ahead and throw Drum Monkey back on here, and let's go ahead and pull up some drill drums and see how those sound. All right, so let's go ahead and smack this. So it's not terrible. It sounds like some average drill drums, not bad. Let's go ahead and listen to this one. So, you know, it's very simple right here. So we'll listen to those by themselves. So, you know, shouldn't be a clap, should be a snare, but you know, we won't focus on that too much. Let's go ahead and hit this again and see what the drums sound like. Let's hit it again. So those aren't even drill hi-hats. Let's go ahead and hit it again. What am I supposed to do with this? I can talk. I can talk during the break. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? That ain't drill. No hi-hats? Come on. Hit it again. I mean, none of this, you know, besides the first one. And again, they say 93%. So right now we're at like 10% on these drill ones. Just some basic drum patterns. So let's go ahead and we're going to hop into Boom Bap now, because I don't want to take too long. But let's go ahead and pull up the next sample. So I'm going to pull up this Boom Bap sample. All right, so another thing I must mention is even if you take the drum monkey off of the track and you mute it, it's still gonna play. So you have to completely clear drum monkey out in order to just hear like a sample. So like right now, if I push play, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. That little drill drum that was just on the last drill pattern sounds all right on this Boom Bap. So like that is a funny thing too that I did notice, that like some of like the patterns. So like let's say I throw on a drill pattern, it's gonna sound better like in this hip hop pattern. So like let's listen to this. Like the sounds are trash, but like the rhythm isn't bad, but it's completely not good for drill, but it's okay for Boom Bap, which is kind of weird. But let's go ahead and go up to Boom Bap and find some kind of hip hop and rap pattern. So let's hit this monkey button again. Let's see what this sounds like. So again, that rhythm's okay, but it's super basic, you know, it's just a basic pattern. So let's hit it again. Again, it's not bad, just a basic pattern though. See, that might be better with some different close hats. So I'm not gonna waste. I guess we'll see if they have a better close hat in here. So you can come in here and look for different hi-hats. So let's see how it sounds with this one. So all right, it's decent. But again, $300. I can't call that. I can't call that. I definitely wouldn't recommend that for $300. And another thing that I want to mention, I know we're deep in this and I probably should have already mentioned this. I feel like, so they want to sell 3,500 of these at $300, which makes them $1,000,000, right? But I feel like they said that they used $1,000,000 to create this plugin, but I feel like all that money just goes into advertising to blow up our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube feeds. Like, I can't watch a video without seeing ads for Unison. I can't watch a video without seeing an ad for Drum Monkey. So I feel like they're very, I don't want to say predatory. I don't think that's necessarily the word I would choose to use, but I feel like their marketing is so aggressive that it's just not fair to the rest of the music community, because we don't want to see that all the time. Like, I know I'm not going to buy a Unison audio chord pad, but I have to watch the video at least 25 times a day every time that I watch a video. It's not even a music video. I could just be watching anything on YouTube, sports clips, reaction channels. It doesn't matter what I watch. I got to watch a clip for Unison audio, and it's just super disparaging. So I'm going to go ahead and go into some other genres real quick as well. And I'm just going to play the drums so that you can hear them. And then you can be a judge for yourself whether this is... Nah. I'm going to be the judge for y'all. Don't, unless you have a bunch of money just to throw away, okay, then maybe this is for you. But if you are a struggling musician and you're looking for pieces to build your music, I would recommend almost anything other than this, because $300 for what this does just isn't enough. Like, drums should be the easy part for you. And obviously, if you're at a point where you're still struggling with drums, then you're probably still struggling with melodies and putting all those other things together. So you're going to grow. So like I said, I would recommend getting something like Nexus. I got 3 sonic extensions from Ionosphere for the same amount of money that this is. And the 3 sonic extensions, without a shadow of a doubt, are worth much, much, much more than this plugin. So let's go ahead and play a few other things. I don't do some of these other genres, so I can't tell you like if this is going to be good for rock and metal, but I can play them for you and you can be the judge for yourself. I can tell you if I think it sounds a Reggie though, that's for sure. That sounds like the first drum pattern that you learn to play when you play the drums. I play the drums a little bit, so that sounds like the first pattern that you learn. Let's go ahead and hit it again. Boom. Let's see what this sounds like. So let's go ahead and hit the synth wave, synth pop for you so you guys can hear that. Let's drop this down. Yo, that's the melody from a song. It goes, I can't remember how it goes. Something, girl, you turn me up, da, 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 da. But that's just the drum line from that. I can't remember how the song goes. Y'all can judge me for that little bit of singing that I gave y'all. Let's go ahead and hit it again. See what it sounds like. We will rock you. Let's go ahead and hit it again. See what we get. So none of those are solid to me so far. Again, I have no dog in this fight, so I'm not here to destroy Unison, but I'm definitely not here to big them up either. I'm here to keep it 1,000 with y'all. So let's go ahead and play something that's future bass. I believe future bass is, I could be off on the tempo. I mean, I don't feel like that's a good pattern. Let's go ahead and hit something that's trap real quick. I mean, I could do this all day long. Let's go ahead and hit that. So, I mean, just okay. Nothing too fancy. Let's hit it again. Oh, it's terrible. That's terrible. So what are my thoughts on Drum Monkey? It's definitely not worth $300. I'm going to be real and right up front with y'all on that. I feel like maybe if it was like 50 bucks, that might not be a bad splurge or a bad purchase. Think about it like this. If their goal was to make $1 million off the $300 for 3,500 copies, if they sold it for $50, they probably would get 20,000 customers because again, it's not terrible. It's sincerely not terrible. It's not great. It may not even be good. It's okay though. So for something that's mediocre or that doesn't always generate good patterns, it definitely doesn't give you good drums. So you're going to have to go find your own drums. You're going to have to do more than the guarantee is worth. I think $50 would have been a good point for them to sell this. There's a bunch of other products you can get out there that do similar things that generate drum midis like Splash Pro. Splash Pro is free. So you can download Splash Pro and it'll generate drum patterns for you. You just have to get the drums and you have to pick the drums out. And that's a better alternative than spending $300 for Drum Monkey. I also still think, and I'll say it again, it's gross and disgusting that you would overcharge $300 for a plugin and in return use all that money and to continuously spam in our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube feeds. Like the producer community doesn't want to see that. And it's not fair because then you have all these new upcoming producers who don't know any better, who are watching these commercials and they're wondering, what can I do to get better? And they're dropping all their money on these products instead of maybe getting gear or getting products that will sincerely help them out. So in my honest opinion, I can't stress enough, I wouldn't recommend getting this for $300. It is definitely not worth $300. That's what I got for you guys today. So make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell. So every time I bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.